Dang it, Winstrike. You were like 2 seconds too early.
Ban out the Batrider, pick out the Underlord. That makes sense to me. I mean, yeah, Underlord's been a pretty core hero in the offlane right now. I feel like he's probably going to be seeing a little bit more action soon. He's just pretty stable, really. I like his atrophy aura a lot. I feel like it's been shadow buffed, or, well, not even shadow buffed, but just straight up buffed for many patches now, and I think it's actually in a position where it's really strong.
Yep, and this is, again, just like in the first game with the Timbersaw, the kind of hero where Afterlife can just hold a lane pretty much forever. It's going to take multiple heroes to kill him. And especially if you want to run a push lineup with this Chen, an Underlord is just going to get in the way. And additionally, of course, the Chen has this global aspect where he can summon heroes to him. Underlord has his global aspect as well. He's able to answer those sort of shenanigans very well. Everyone can just take the bus and enjoy a ride to the other side of the map.
Choo choo, motherfuckers.
Indeed. I kind of wish he had a saddle or something so he could imagine all the other heroes are riding him as he pops into his portal.
Agnim's upgrade, let's go.
Morphling.
I vote yes. Morph. Great in lane versus Underlord. The percentage health damage doesn't mean anything to him. It's always going to be the same amount of damage for a Morph who can just get more HP if he wants to. And Winstrike goes back to the Drow, this time with, another really big offlaner in front of her.
Yeah, so this was a plan all along. They definitely knew they were picking the Underlord. When they were spending all that time on the ban, they were thinking about whether they wanted to go for the Drow, whether they wanted to go for the Naga, whether they wanted to go something else. And in the end, they choose the Drow, and they ban out the Batrider because clearly V-Tune's just like, please don't put me against that Bat again. That was horrible last time. They lassoed me out. It was terrible. I hated every second of it. So, yeah, they banned the Batrider and grab Drow Ranger, as Toby wanted
Slark's
to say.
also a good ban for that, and the PL being out is also a good deal for them.
Yeah,
of course, the Morphling still crosses distance relatively well, but you don't necessarily want to waveform up into a Drow.
No, especially if it's got that science available. It can end very badly for you.
Well, no TSpirit, I have to think.
Void incarnate.
Well, that definitely crosses more distance. TSpirit doubling down on the jump, saying, all right, we're not going to have just a late gamer who can blow people up. We're also going to do that early and mid game. He's going to have some trouble with the Underlord and with the Lich Shield protecting people. But at the very least, he's going to be able to force a lot of reactions. And there isn't a lot of hard lockdown on Winstrike still.
No, they are definitely lacking that, and the Void Spirit will certainly abuse that where possible. Tiny Underlord. And of course, I always forget the Lich. I always see Lich, and my brain automatically goes, nope, no lockdown there. But actually, Sinister Gate is very good at that. And also, Mana Drain as well are going to be very effective against the Void Spirit, and maybe even the Morphling as well.
Mm-hmm. He's going to have a lot to worry about, though, on that poor little Lich. If you remember the last time Roger played that Lich.
Yeah. Didn't end too well for him in most situations.
KDA did not look pretty. Centaur ban out from Winstrike team, once again saying, alright, fine, you want to run at us, please don't do it more, you don't get to do this one. Would also be a nice tank to run their lineup out, because both the Morph and the Void Spirit are, of course, relatively squishy.
Yeah, I feel like... I mean, you could run the Doom as a core here. I actually would quite like that. Get yourself a nice 4, which could fit in nicely. Maybe something like an Earth Spirit. Oh, or they could pick Wind Ranger. What the... What?
Now, this is interesting. Either this is a support Wind Ranger, or this Void Spirit is...
You could have your dream, you're right. It could be Void Spirit in the offlane. Let's see who picks up what hero as the final pick comes in from TA. And yeah, it's Merchant, Doom, Non-Grata on the win, so it's offlane Wind Ranger, Void mid, and Morphling on the safe lane. At least that's who's picked what. I mean, they could still switch out the lanes if they want to, but more or less it's probably going to be along those guidelines.
Yeah. Well, the Wind Ranger is not bothered by the Drow in lane at all, of course. He gets to dodge out most of those right-clicks, trades very well. And she has low cooldowns on a lot of her spells, which means that something like a Lich Shield is not nearly as effective as, well, a Bat Rider, which we saw in the last game. Just, alright, he pops the Firefly, we pop the Lich Shield, it's all good. No, she's going to be spamming power shots all the time. And Vichun is just going to have to sidestep them or take the damage.
Alrighty, let's get into game number 3, the final game in this series, which will determine who takes the win here in the group stage of the Parimatch League, and it is TSpirit versus Winstrike. And we got another Void Spirit game coming up. His last Void Spirit game was very impressive. I thought Algon did an amazing job in it last time, so let's see what he can pull out and if he can pull out a similar performance this time as well. Meanwhile, I got a Wind Ranger in the offlane. A very unusual draft from TSpirit, all things considered.
Is it more unusual than their last draft, though?
Yeah, true. No, probably not.
After a Meepo Spectre, I'd say that this is relatively tame.
Yeah, what a normal draft from them. Great job, guys. Kept it in the realms of sanity.
So the hero that we haven't really touched yet, because this Wind Ranger is just such an odd one out, is the TA from Afonin. Very, very comfortable hero for him. Still also a very strong mid laner.
True. He's one of the CIS stables. Bouncing around a bunch of different teams. Oh, good luck, have fun. Cute.
I'd call him a staple, but not stable. Sorry,
Stable,
Afo.
but not stable. Oh, no. See, one of those suffering from the old CIS.
He has some
problems.
of that. I mean, what can I say? Man likes to go in, and sometimes that doesn't pay off. I mean, he needs to be ready for the consequences.
True. I can relate.
Vichun is on his own in between 3 heroes here.
Yeah, he's in trouble. And he's actually... Yeah, they see him on that wall and they're like, oh, Vichun was there. Weird.
Just carved his name into a tree. Vichun was here.
It's dominant somehow. Alrighty, so Aloha Dance once again. He really likes taking this outpost. Wait, I thought someone just typed GG, but Misha has Parimatch.gg as his name.
Yeah, that's a risky one. You do not want to touch that button at all.
No, different tournaments have different rules, but most of them state that if you type GG, the game is over and you've lost.
Yep. So, let's see. We've got Wind Ranger up against a Drow. No lane switching shenanigans from Winstrike.
Nice D-ward though. They saw the Drow walking out like this and they were just like, alrighty, we know exactly where your ward is, girlfriend.
Yep.
So, Ergon versus Afo in the middle lane. Void versus the TA. Who's on Ninja Pajamas again? It's the CIS player who's playing... Oh, it's the Hack, isn't it?
Yes. The Hack has been recruited. He has escaped CIS.
Escaped CIS, yeah.
It's not a mean feat. Like, isn't Ramses one of the first to do that at all?
Yeah, I mean, if I try and think about it quickly, then that's all that comes to mind straight off the bat. But yeah, definitely not many players leave this region. I mean, obviously there's a language barrier, a cultural one as well. It makes it kind of hard.
Yep. Can tell you from going into CIS, and that's completely true. Ah, look at that. They did the maths on top lane. They realized that in order to play like this, and also in order to find that ward so soon, there had to be a ward on the top lane. So at least it's now equal.
The counter warding, the counter ward of the counter ward gave him information for the de-warding of the counter ward.
Happens more often than you think.
Next level. Misha's gonna pull these creeps past the tower because Underlord's been doing Underlord things. Though it's not actually him, is it? It's Aloha Dance who's built the creeps around because he doesn't have a point in Firestorm. So he's just trying to get this solo XP. I guess the point of Firestorm, still not enough really to solo creep waves just yet, but yeah, just gotta throw it down there, annoy them. Misha, he's just sitting in it.
He's got so much regen with that
Yeah.
Divine Favor as well. They're not much bothered at all.
Yeah, you can make it rain that green fire down our heads all you like, but it's not going to make much of a difference to us. Kobold coming in. I think he tried to go for the block there on the Kobold Foreman, but didn't quite get him in front of the big fat Underlord, so Misha's just going to sell with taking out some creeps here. Oh, we have first blood coming in the top lane. Roger's going to go down as well as Non-Grata is able to get the kill there, but Immersion was the first one to drop as Aloha Dance made the rotation in and gets them the kill.
Yeah, really same scenario as in the previous match, or should I say the first match, isn't it? Afterlife just has something that he can survive this lane with. They do some creep pulling shenanigans, Aloha Dance gets level 2 and he rotates into the top lane on that Tiny. Once again, for a first blood. Neatly done.
Yep, neatly done. Shame we missed it, but there we go.
He was so sneaky about it this time that I didn't notice either.
Oh, there you go.
So,
You didn't catch it, then no one stands a chance. Meanwhile, up in the top lane again, Non-Grata getting low, toss over from Immersion, gonna grab that kill onto the wind, and now they'll go over towards Immersion as well. Roger Aloha Dance and Fiji all piling into the Doom, should bring him down for a second time here, and this time he has no TP back to lane, so it is a walk of shame for you, Doom, as they grab another kill up here in the top. Meanwhile, down the bottom, they're trying to turn the aggression around onto the Underlord, but the Underlord is perfectly capable of surviving down here all by himself, and he's just gonna be spamming out these Firestorms as much as he can, being super duper annoying. Although Misha is chasing him with his little slowing ghoul. That's also pretty annoying.
making this poor slug even slower. They're just tickling him to death right now. And interestingly enough, I've been keeping one eye on this mid lane here, and once again, what should have been a direct counter pick by Winstrike still doesn't really seem to phase the Void Spirit much.
The hidden ones have blessed me.
First the Storm, now the TA. He keeps up the CS really well. There's not really any difference between him and his adversary at all. He's also been playing clever tricks with the creep aggro to make sure that the TA can't splash the side blades on him all that much, so that's well done as well.
Yeah,
But
no
I can't help
ability. A Resonance Pulse there, just doing so much to secure him some CS. But Aloha Dance coming in from behind, but Ergon's on the run already. However, Aloha Dance is much, much faster. Excuse me, with the Tranquil Boots, and he's going to be able to get the toss onto Alpha. Alpha trying to go for the blocks here, allow him to get him ranged for the Avalanche. This should be a kill unless Ergon can play it really, really well, but I think Aloha Dance has found him. Right click comes through, but he's got the physical resist on that shield. Meanwhile, here's a courier. Ergon's like, well, might as well find some value for my death, but die he certainly shall. Ergon finally goes down there, but he takes Aloha Dance's courier with him, so at the very least gets something.
Yeah, and he keeps Aloha Dance from messing with the runes here as well, so this is actually 3 runes, 4 runes all going to
Radiant's
Team
middle
Spirit.
tower is under attack.
Very nice.
That's 1,000 gold right there.
Yep, and that
course,
is
it's
a
spread
very
over
worthwhile
all
death,
others.
if that's indeed what caused it. Meanwhile, Afterlife, he's just taking this slow creep to the face and also getting blocked up a little bit here. Misha finding a lot of value out of this little ghost.
Oh, he is so irritating.
Yep, 5% damage reduction, not really doing much. Half-Life
And for
only
Drow?
level 3. Oh, no, John Grada's actually going to drop here. Roger as well, dropping low as they turn their attention towards Immersion. But they can't bring this guy down. But again, another kill for V2 now. I don't know what it is about Winstrike, but they can just take these Drow lanes over and just seem to be flawlessly playing them each time.
It's odd as well, because by now the Team Spirit has had vision over on the side for a while. They really can just see Aloha Dance coming in, but apparently they're still taking the
Radiant
fights.
structures are fortified.
Just underestimating the power of this Frost Shield on the Drow.
Dire's bottom tower
Meanwhile, why is
under attack.
ILTW? Can you explain this to me? Why is ILTW behind the tier 1?
He's looking for Afterlife, maybe, but the Courier's kind of giving the game away here. Goodbye, Mr. Courier, put out of his misery. Meanwhile, Aloha Dance comes in from behind. They should be finding a kill onto the Chen here, and Misha will certainly go down. ILTW trying to lay in some damage onto the Underlord whilst he's here, but with the Frost Shield, not doing a whole lot. Meanwhile, Frost Blast from Lich is going to bring RTW a little bit low here. But even with 3 heroes surrounding him, RTW just does not feel threatened. This guy, he's got all the confidence in the world.
Yeah, he still had a stick. He still has a Fairy Fire, which also does a lot if he can morph strength up after. So he was sitting fine there, but I think that's one of those cases where a core says, yeah, I can do this, and the support's like, but, well, I gotta cover you, but I'm literally in their tower right now.
I don't think so.
Poor
Bit
Chen
deep for
pays
me.
the price.
Oh, nice shackle out onto the Drow, but unfortunately they don't really have any follow-up. Merchant's coming over, but he doesn't really have much health. V-Tune's immediately going to see that opportunity and go for it here, and the multi-shot's going to connect onto 2. Aloha Down's coming over, and he's going to connect with the Avalanche. The right click comes in, and Merchant gets brought down. Aloha Dance is dominating right now, making huge movements with his tiny Winstrike. Feeling good in this laning phase right now as he sees the win. Doesn't go for the toss, though, interestingly. I would have expected him to, but not today. Ergon, meanwhile, just holding it down in the middle lane. I mean, he's pretty much drawing... he's a little bit behind Aflo, but he's still doing pretty well. And considering it's supposed to be a very good lane for the TA, he's not going to be sad about this one at all. And the slow doesn't quite catch him there. 9 pops us out. Maybe thinking of going down, but with Roger nearby, that's just not really an option. If that was his own hero, then maybe, but yeah, enemy team coming over. Scaring him away, but he's got these phase boots finished off in 5 gold, so... That's going to help him out on the mobility front, a little bit of right-click damage, a little bit of lane presence, all that good stuff. But he's probably going to want to start roaming soon enough.
Yes, the TA has certainly abandoned their lane by now. This lane is all Aloha Dance's now. He's had such a good time. He's got Tranks, he's got a Windlace, he's super fast, and now he's going to go for a super fast Blink Dagger as well. And let's see if he can get that up in time to surprise TSpirit. And I gotta say, if you switch your view over to the net worth, they kind of need him to step it up as well. Because Afterlife has had a pretty miserable experience. He hasn't died a lot, but that's not because... Like, maybe he should have died a bit more and perhaps gotten a bit more farm, because right now he is sharing his net worth with, well, his place on net worth chart with support. Down in the dumps.
That dance nearly lasted him really nicely in the middle lane. Unfortunately, did just end up missing that last melee creep. I was looking for Ergon here. Ergon could be in some trouble. He goes in for the D-ward, but with Doom coming over, that's going to make him alright. Frost armor as well, helping out a lot. 6 armor, melee, and attack speed slow upon attack. It's pretty toast.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
right now it
attack.
looks like there's going to be an
Dire's
assault
top
on his
tower
mid
is under
tower.
attack.
Unless they can find the TA first.
Yeah, looking
Sure,
for her, and they
the
might
T-Shirt
actually
has-
find her. The Astral
Oh.
Step comes forwards. Where's the damage from Immersion? He doesn't actually have the Doom just yet. Still level 5, but the Remnant's going to come through. Control up Arfo. Arfo really doesn't have the mobility to escape this one, but Arfo Advance comes in, and he's going to be enough to hold a brick wall and stop them getting forwards and finding the TA kill. So TSpirit leave empty-handed. They don't get the middle tier 1 tower. They don't get the TA either. They do have to get themselves a couple of bounty runes at the very least, so a nice movement in is going to secure
Dire's
those.
middle tower is under attack.
But
But
TSpirit
they lost on Rata again on the top lane.
Ooh. Yeah, VTune is fighting this, but like again, every single bounty rune goes the way of TSpirit. I mean, Winstrike need to do better at this. I feel they just didn't notice. It's like, oh, we're being attacked in our jungle. Should rotate heroes in to defend this one, rather than saying we need to try and get some bounty runes up top. They're going to get both of them bottom.
And you can see that to the credit of TSpirit as well, keeping them busy so that they can't get any efforts at all. Sorry, I'm just watching IOTW here.
Yeah,
Playing around with the Underlord
He's
ship.
really playing here, and down goes Afterlife. He's just going to get melted in the middle of everybody. Roger's going to be following as well. Firestorm comes down, and Roger, he's just melting. There's not much he can do. The Frost Shield is up, but unfortunately, the Ice Cream will fall on the floor, make a big, big mess, and TSpirit keep on the pressure, not letting up at any stretch.
Yeah, they really don't have to. They have the superior sustain here. They have a lot of damage on Ergon, who nearly has the... he has the full dissimulate, and he's going to get his astral steps back right now as well. This is dangerous for VTune.
Yeah, he's coming to this one, but in comes a Remnant, but Aloha Dance nearby. He's going to throw the Avalanche, does miss, but forces Zergon back and stops him from securing that kill for himself.
They are not letting up the pressure.
No,
And
no reason
this
to.
is one of the problems with having Afterlife so underfarmed. He can't actually hold a lane by his own, which was one of the things that this draft really needed. He needs to be able to keep people busy, and right now he's mostly keeping himself busy because he hasn't farmed anything. Aloha Dance is passed him by quite successfully.
Dire are scanning.
And at this point, you also prefer Aloha Dance to get the farm over him.
Invisibility.
You need
Yeah,
that
I
blink
mean,
dagger on the Tiny.
Afterlife's kind of accepted his position as a 4, I feel, at this stage, though he is solo farming the top, but Tiny solo farming bottom as well. Ergon with the invis ring sees Artho here. Can actually commit to this one. They're going to go for it, and Remnant comes in. Where's the backup, though? It doesn't seem to be here in time, and they're going to be able to get the Frost Shield off onto Artho. That's going to be enough to scare them away. Nograda tries to come in on the side, but he's got to be a little bit careful about doing that. Don't really want to get caught out as a Wind Ranger. 2 points of wind run, not going to be enough to save her from the wrath of Winstrike if they close that gap. So now the smoke comes down, maybe looking down to bottom, but it's only a tiny down in the bottom lane, so it doesn't seem like a huge amount of value to be caught from that. So we're actually looking for someone who's going to come up into the jungle. Maybe Roger is a target. Maybe somebody else.
As well.
Alaha Dance. See if he spots this one, he's going to be kind of happy about that one. He certainly will. Roger coming over as well. Winstrike dragging everybody to this one. They have got Misha on the back lines. He's going to come around and he sees the Aloha Dance, and it's a very awkward fight. Okay, see ya, Centaurs. Sorry, buddies. One goes to Aloha Dance, one goes to Roger. I feel like Roger should get both of those. I mean, he did commit his ulti for it, but Aloha Dance like, no. Give me that creep.
He needs that blink, man.
True.
I'd say Roger also would like him to get that.
True.
And this is one of the awkward things about a Drow TA lineup. We've said this before with the Meepo and the Spectre, but it happens more often. You have 2 heroes farming jungle right now. Which one of them is going to try and play tempo up against this TSpirit lineup? And the answer is that neither of them wants to do anything right now. Drow just about finished her Dragonlance. She's not ready. Jay is flying out the last myth armor.
Does just about get caught by that Remnant, but Afo should be okay here. He's playing around the cliff, he's playing around the trap, he's playing around his teammates as well, so likelihood of Afo actually going down there quite low, and if she didn't, there would certainly be some swift revenge coming in. This time just constantly being pinged out. This double avalanche toss on the Tiny just completely maxed out and not going for the tree grab at all, which she might be regretting at this stage in the game. Not sure.
Yeah,
I mean, he made a ton of
faster
work earlier, but yeah, the farming potential is extreme. Alright, we got a Deso from the TA. Pretty good timing, 14 minutes in. It just feels like it's not a great timing because of the rate at which TSpirit are playing with, but yeah, it's definitely okay. And Ogon's gone for the Spirit Vessel again here, and he's going to drop it immediately onto Alpha along with the Random, but not sure if he wants to play around this one as Roger comes in with Fear, but he's got to be careful. Nograda's got to be even carefuler as he turns around with the Shackle shot. Doesn't quite land, but does find the space to maybe get himself some relative safety. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, yeah, Argon's just playing all across the map right now, and he's even going to find Roger's courier.
Radiant are scanning.
He's just doing some dewarding, man. The courier didn't deserve this. Again, these bounties are up. Aloha Dance is being pinged, though. Argon, he wants it. Maybe he doesn't. Let's Aloha Dance run past.
He's gonna manage to actually get his team one of the bunches. This is so rough. He's literally scrounging for farm right now, and I think he's actually going to get spotted by the courier as he moves into the enemy jungle.
Oh, look out. Here comes another one. Oh, no. Is he going to try and kill it? Yeah, he gets one. Pings are out. They're going to come back and get revenge for their courier's life. They're actually, yeah, Winstrike are all on the Radiant side of the map right now. Tiny, Drow, Underlord.
Space for them to farm.
Yeah. They're losing this map quickly, and Alpha could be in some real trouble right now. Emotions of him. He's got the Doom. He's not even going to use it. He's holding it back. He's just allowing Alpha to die to the right click damage. You can use the spells. Whatever. It's not going to save you. We do not need the new Doom to bring you down. Meanwhile, Roger, he's getting played around a little bit here. Ergon's just chasing him. There's no real escape for the Lich, unfortunately. The right click's coming in from Ergon. He'll be able to finish the job onto the Ice King. Yeah, V-Tune. Aloha, they're all just in this little farm party pretty much. They don't want to play Dota, they want to hit creeps.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to play Dota with this enemy lineup right now either. There's really nothing they can do in the way of straight up fighting. Again, all of their AoE abilities are on Afterlife, and there is once again the Chain Frost. That's about it. And they're even just cutting the waves right now. This is some
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
AI play.
Yep. These guys do not want to play any Dota today.
Dire's
Not
bottom
yet,
tower
anyways. They
is
want to
under
find some
attack.
item. They want to find a hood on their Underlord. Maybe a full pipe might be very, very tasty. Drow, she's looking for a full Hurricane Pike to finish up. The Tiny, of course. He's found his Blink now, so even if these TPs connect, he's kind of like whatever. Maybe he could go for a TP here, but he's still got the Remnant available. Oh, no, he doesn't. But with Drow coming over, yeah, it's the end of a low hard dance. Good night, Prince. Sleep good.
Ugly?
Yeah, you can't really do anything once the Spirit Vessel is on you. Sad but true. But interesting to see that Bergon already has a Ghost Scepter built up. If you look at the cores of Winstrike, that's a very sensible pickup. Like, any kind of turnaround potential is going to come from the Drow and the TA, and they're both just going to be right-clicking you.
Yeah, and
So-
you can also dodge multi-shot with Ghost Scepter as well, which
Radiant's
is really
bottom
nice.
tower is under attack.
It will not affect you.
Very handy
Radiant's
indeed.
bottom tower has fallen.
So he's already anticipating, like, the possible turnaround condition, which is the way you gotta play. He's not getting slowed down by that significantly. They have such a stranglehold on this map right now. And besides, the real win condition in the end is going to be this Morphling, who has a full E-Blade up. Can you believe that? He's also soloing Rush right now.
Huh. What do you know? Where does his regen coming? Oh, he's got a Humble Dominator.
What?
Wait. Yeah, what indeed? I swear he's life stealing. Is he not life stealing? Wait. I don't know, it looked like he was. Oh, he's got the vampire fangs. God damn it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Ah,
attack.
God, that took me way too long. What, you just watching me suffer? Like, look at this idiot. My co-cast is so dumb.
no, it's just like, this is the kind of stuff that I often fall for as well, and I just like seeing someone else flounder for a change.
Struggling. Goddamn neutral
Yeah.
items, alright. This item's also only been here for a couple of days, Cal. I'll let myself off the hook there.
Yeah, I'll let you off the hook there as well. It's sort of off to the side as well. You take your regular glance at the items and you just don't see it. Hello,
Alright,
Dance.
TSpirit.
Cutting the groups again.
It might be time to end this one, or at least put the pressure on. Take everything you can. Starve Winstrike. And you've got to give Winstrike credit. They're doing a great job of just finding creeps around the map.
Dire's top tower
Yep,
is
they
under
haven't been dying a lot either.
No.
So, with this
Dire's top
Blink
tower
from
has
TA
fallen.
actually in the pocket,
Radiant's
they have a
bottom
Blink on the
tower is
Tiny
under
as well. The
attack.
Drow has a full Pike. They can actually think about defending this.
They can. It is an Aegis, but yeah, I think they can. V-Tune's coming over. TA, you making your way down? No, she's still staying down in the bottom lane. The right click's coming in for the Morphling. TSpirit, they're holding right now. Multi-shot coming out as well, just trying to repel the attackers. The onslaught, though, Immersion is just ignoring it right now. He's onto the high ground, and they come to blast onto the Drow. They're trying to force Suffer away, but they got inside. Ergon should finish the job here. Yes, they will. She goes down with a pop. Meanwhile, Roger holding back a low hard dance as well. He's got that blink. He's going to try and use it onto the Wind Ranger. But she just evades everything. No problem. Just running herself out of danger. Meanwhile, Ergon coming out again. And look at the damage he's dishing out. Shackled together,
goodness.
knocking them down. Winstrike are melting. TSpirit finding pickoff after pickoff, diving the entire high ground. And, well, finally the Void Spirit should pay the price here. But they're actually struggling. He's going to get another kill. Roger goes down, and Ergon is just playing them right now. He's running out of spells, but does still have this Astral Step to work with. He's going to run back in towards his Remnant. Meanwhile, Nomad coming over to help him out. Meanwhile, the rest of his team, they've taken the entire racks and are now looking towards mid as well. Drow's back in 3 seconds. This might be the get out of jail time, but honestly, ILTW, he's been ignoring the fight. He's just holding onto the Aegis, sitting back, chilling, relaxing, hitting these racks, whilst the rest of his team run Winstrike in circles. They're doing a fantastic job of that. Remnant comes
They
out,
also
just
saw this
spoofing them.
play.
Yeah, and then they go trying to find the Drow again. Again, the Eve Blade comes in. They try to toss her out. Urgon's still here, though. Shackle! Another amazing shackle from Nongrata. The Doom comes out of the TA just to make sure. But there's your GG. The game is over. Winstrike will lose this one and end up losing the series as well. A decent second game, but a bit of a funky draft from TSpirit as well. And that'll mean TSpirit. They grab the 2-0 in the very first opening game of the Parimatch League.
Yeah, very, very neatly done. And I'd like Winstrike to go back and think about these Drow drafts, because even when she has a good lane, it seems like they don't quite draft the right heroes around it, and they end up unable to make anything happen in the mid game.
I'm surprised. I mean, I liked the way that Winstrike played it, the way they were kind of, you know, pussyfooting around the enemy side of the map and finding all this farm, finding all these creep waves, putting pressure on the tower. But at the end of the day, like, you can't win games like that. And I think Drow has more aggressive potential than perhaps VTune is playing it like. And if VTune wants to play heroes like this Drow, who's just going to kind of farm and not come to fight, then, I mean, honestly, I don't see a hero which is good at that right now. Maybe Spectre, but even then, that doesn't seem protected this series. Like, it's just, I kind of feel like that's not how you want to play carries right now. You know, I already spoke about aggression and counter-aggression, countering each other out. It seems real weird. Also, here's a sad fact. Underlord had 2 permanent damage. Morphling had 4 permanent damage with the Underlord's form. I didn't even know he gained that. That's hilarious. Dear. He stole more damage than the Underlord did. Tragic.
Yeah, this is one of the saddest Underlord games I've ever seen.
Yeah, he did nothing. Literally nothing. Alrighty then, that is going to put an end to the first series of the day, and that's going to be TSpirit winning out over Winstrike and taking the victory here at the Parimatch League. But guess what? We got another game to come, and this game is going to be Cyber Legacy versus Fly to Moon. That game's going to be coming up soon enough. I think that's a game. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I don't know. My schedule is wrong, so I'm kind of just poking around in the dark here. But maybe there's another game. Stick around to find out. We'll be back very shortly. My name is Nomad. You're not Mo Farah, are you? You're Kips, aren't you?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. You sound like Kip, so we'll go with that. We're going to be back possibly after a short break for the next series, if there is one. Stick around. We'll put some information in the chat. Until then, enjoy some banging tunes. We'll see you soon.